Happy Monday, everybody, and welcome to week 11. I'm not going to go through the whole module this week because there are a couple of things that I really want to just highlight for you. The first is the essay number 2 revision. And I put it on your to-do list last week so you could make sure that you saw it. But I really want to underscore a couple of different things, right? First is that revising is optional. You don't have to revise. If you received a pass and you want to try to get up to a high pass, then you might want to revise. If you received a not yet passing and you want to try to get a pass or a high pass, then you should revise. If you received an incomplete and you want to try to get a C or better in English 100, you must revise. You cannot pass English 100 until all of your essays are at the very least complete. Okay? So if you received a not yet passing, or high passing, that means your essay is complete. I have given you a score, right? It hasn't been points, it's not a letter grade, but I've given you the score. But if you received an incomplete, it means your essay has not been scored yet, and it won't be until it meets those basic requirements. So again, if you received an incomplete as your feedback, then you must revise if you want a chance at passing this course. You're probably wondering, well, what would make an essay not complete? Well, in this case, for a lot of folks, they just didn't bring in the student essays or didn't bring in any of the readings from Unit 2 or didn't meet the word count, right? So there were a lot of different reasons why folks were not able to kind of complete that essay. So if you're here, you want to revise, then what I recommend is meeting with me this week. I had revision conferences also all last week, and I did meet with a handful of students. But if you're planning on revising, you must meet with me. That is a requirement. So if you did not meet with me last week, then you must meet with me this week because the revision is due a week from today, next Monday, November 8th. So this is just a reminder that if you are planning on revising, you have to meet with me first before you can revise, right? So again, I would encourage you, read through this revision page and then sign up with a slot. I have openings today, which is Monday. Excuse me, I have openings on Wednesday, and then I have openings on Friday for revision conferences. If none of those times work, please reach out, let me know, and we will figure something out, okay? All right, so that's the first thing that I wanted to kind of remind you of today. The second thing, let me see if it will take me there here. The second thing that I wanted to kind of remind you of as far as timing goes is that you have your essay number 3 rough draft due on Friday. Again, you have a grace period on Saturday until 11:59 p.m. The whole idea of submitting a rough draft is to help me better help you. So a lot of students ask, well, what do we need for the rough draft? I do have a page that explains that, what would be helpful. But keep in mind that again, the idea of the rough draft, how can I help you, right? And also, how can you kind of get pushed to start the essay, right? By assigning a rough draft, it's really my way of kind of getting you moving so that you're not having to write the essay at the last minute or the night before it's due, which in college writing is really not a good idea. So think about that as you're submitting your rough draft. You know, how can I get help from my instructor, and what kind of help do I need? So as it was with the first rough draft, you're going to be sending in a Google Doc link with editing access, so that way I can actually give you some feedback on your draft. I think those are the main two kind of highlights that I wanted to make sure that I went over with you. This week is pretty easy as far as timing goes. You have a roadmap, which is kind of essentially like a little outline, but beefier. If you will, that's due at the early part of the week and designed to get you thinking towards your rough draft. Again, you need to be conferencing with me for essay number 3 as well. At some point, you can conference next week after you get your rough draft feedback back. But really, if you're planning on revising, make this your priority early part of this week. So that way you can kind of get that done, and then you can proceed towards essay number 3. As always, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I am here to help you in whatever way that I can. Have a great day.